If you're a cat guardian, chances are you've had your path blocked by your cat for no apparent reason. They just sit there in the hallway or stand in front of you while you're trying to walk, like they own the place. This behavior is one of the stranger things cats do, which is saying something considering how weird cats already are. But why do they do it? What's going through their furry little heads when they park themselves right in your way? Stick around, because today we're going to explore 8 reasons why your cat blocks your path and what it could mean. Number 1. They're looking for attention. While cats are often misunderstood as solitary animals, anyone who shares a home with one knows that's not the whole story. Yes, they enjoy their space, but they also need interaction, affection, and engagement from their humans. Blocking your path is a clear, effective way for them to grab your attention, especially if you're busy doing something that doesn't involve them. Maybe you've been on your phone for too long, or you're trying to get ready to leave. Your cat's thought process might be, if I just sit here, you can't ignore me anymore. And you know what? It usually works. Cats are incredibly intelligent and quickly figure out how to manipulate their environment and their people to get what they want. If standing in your way gets you to pause and pet them or even talk to them, they'll absolutely keep doing it. If your cat often blocks your path, it might mean they're not getting enough attention during the day. Try to spend more quality time with them. Play, cuddle, or even just sit near them. A little effort can go a long way. Number 2, they are marking their territory. Even though our cats live in safe, comfy homes and don't need to protect themselves from predators, they still have strong instincts, especially when it comes to territory. In the wild, a cat's survival depended on having a secure, familiar area full of resources. That's why even today, cats will walk the same paths repeatedly, rub up against corners, and yes, block your way in the hallway. By sitting or lying down in common walkways, your cat may be saying, "This spot is mine." They're using their presence, and likely their scent glands, to mark the area as part of their domain. This can also include you. Cats often rub against your legs or paws at your feet while you're walking. It's a way of mixing their scent with yours, kind of like branding you as part of the group. If your cat keeps sitting in tight spots or doorways, it could be an instinctual way of patrolling their space and laying claim to it. While it can be annoying, it's completely natural behavior. To redirect them without causing stress, you can try placing a comfy bed or blanket near the spot, but not directly in it. That way, they still feel like they own the space, but they're not constantly tripping you. Number 3, they are feeling curious. Cats are famously curious creatures. They want to know everything that's going on around them, and especially everything you're doing. Blocking your path might not be about stopping you. It might just be about getting a closer look. Maybe you're carrying a bag, heading to a new room, or doing something that looks even slightly different from usual. Your cat is intrigued and wants to investigate. This curiosity comes from a deeply rooted survival instinct. In nature, cats needed to be hyper-aware of their surroundings in order to stay safe and find resources. While your house cat isn't dodging predators or hunting food, that curious nature hasn't gone anywhere. If you notice your cat following you room to room or cutting you off as you walk, they're likely trying to gather more data about what you're doing. They might be asking themselves, "Where's my human going? Are they getting food? Are they going to play with that fun bag again?" Sometimes they're watching from afar, but other times they want a front row seat, so they plop themselves right in your path. Number 4, they are protecting you. Yes, your cat might be blocking your way because they think they're protecting you. Sounds odd, right? But it's true. Cats can be surprisingly protective, especially when they've formed a strong bond with their guardian. They view your shared home as their territory and you as part of their family. That means keeping both safe. If your cat consistently sits in doorways, hallways, or ahead of where you're about to walk, they might be playing security guard. They're watching for movement, unfamiliar sounds, or just doing a mental sweep of their territory. Some cats even position themselves between their human and a guest or visitor. Others will physically block you from entering certain rooms, especially if something feels off to them. They might not understand what's dangerous and what's not, but in their eyes, they're acting in your best interest. So next time your cat blocks your way before you go into the kitchen or bathroom, remember, they might just be trying to keep you safe. Number 5, they are showing affection. Cat affection doesn't always look like what we expect. Sometimes it's a gentle headbutt. Other times it's bringing you a sock. And yes, sometimes it's flopping in front of your feet as you walk. When a cat blocks your path, especially if they're rubbing against you, rolling over, or showing their belly, they might just be saying, "I love you" in their own quirky way. Cats use scent to bond. By rubbing up against your legs or weaving through your feet, they're covering you in their scent and mixing yours with theirs. It's their way of creating a shared scent profile, which is very comforting in cat language. And while blocking your path can seem like bad timing, especially if you're rushing around, it usually comes from a place of love and trust. If your cat suddenly starts doing this more than usual, consider whether they're feeling especially affectionate or whether they're trying to get your attention for another reason. Number 6, they want to play. Sometimes blocking your path is an open invitation to play. Cats, especially younger ones or high-energy breeds, use body language and positioning to signal playtime. If your cat crouches, pounces, meows, or even runs ahead of you and stops suddenly, they might be trying to get you to chase or engage. Even a quick paw tap at your ankle can be a sign of playful energy, not aggression. If you respond by engaging in a short play session, they're getting exactly what they wanted. Interactive toys like feather wands or laser pointers can help direct that energy. If you've been gone all day or distracted with work, your cat might see your movement as their big chance to play. Playtime is essential for your cat's mental and physical well-being. If they're using playful path blocking as a way to get your attention, it's probably a sign they need more daily engagement. Number 7, they are testing boundaries. Cats are observant learners. When they block your path, they're sometimes testing boundaries or experimenting with your reactions. They want to know, what happens if I stand right here? Will they step over me or move me aside? Do I still get what I want? This kind of behavior can be especially common in multi-cat households, or if your cat is new to your home. They're still figuring out what's allowed, what works, and what gets your attention. It's not always serious. It can even be a bit playful. But your response does matter. If you always stop and pick them up, or if you give them treats to move, they may learn to use blocking your path as a tool. Gently and consistently guide them to the side, or redirect them to a toy or space of their own. Number 8, they want to tell you something. When cats feel ignored or need something, they can become very creative in how they communicate. And blocking your path? That's a guaranteed way to make sure you notice them. Maybe they're hungry. Maybe the litter box hasn't been scooped. Maybe the sunspot on the floor moved, and they're emotionally devastated. Whatever it is, cats are smart enough to know that being in your way forces a reaction. If they walk in front of you, stop and look up. Especially with a vocal meow, they're probably trying to tell you something. Take a moment to check on their basic needs. Food, water, clean litter, enrichment. Are all the usual boxes checked? Sometimes solving the mystery is as simple as opening a treat jar.